Hey guys, so I have a face! Yes, I've told a lot of people that I would be doing a face cam for a 30k thank you vlog. It started out as a 2k thank you vlog, but holy shit, there's 3k of you now. I don't. The last vlog I did was over us destroying hackers, and I was amazed at 100 subs. And that was just over a month and a half ago. I've gained that many subs in just over a month and a half. This is insane to me. I have so many people to thank for this. It's just, I've been incredibly lucky. I I just fell into the right place at the right time, and it's just been amazing so far. Like, you have no idea what this has been. Just ridiculous. These people met me randomly in a game. I'll explain that later on as part of the questions you guys wanted to know. And somehow let me into the group. Like, it just sort of happened, and it's awesome that it did. And they were totally like they supported me in the idea that I wanted to then start a YouTube from this. Like, I'd always wanted to before, but they were really happy to support me in doing it. They invited me to things. They invited me to Skype so I could get their voice chat and all that. It's just been so good. They helped me like with advice for the different things like tagging and all of that I need to do on the videos. And a lot of the stuff that I know how to do now, I wouldn't know how to do without them. And I would be nowhere near the subs I am now. Like, I have to thank, well, first of all, I have to thank Olm for any of this happening. I will explain that more later on in the questions. By the way, I'm assuming all of you know all of the people I'm going to mention here. If you by chance don't know one of them or not sub to any one of the people I'm going to mention here, do it. They're awesome people and they deserve it. There's Minx, who has just been so helpful with a lot of things. She's also been really awesome. She's invited me to a lot of collabs that I wouldn't have been a part of otherwise. She's been really supportive. She liked a couple of my videos, which went up thousands of views. It's ridiculous. I have to thank D-Live for letting me be on his streams, and even inviting me to streams. It's been a lot of fun. Antoine for the same. I've been on a lot of the streams with D-Live. Just had a lot of fun. Even just on off camera, we've talked about a lot of stuff. Antoine actually helped me with tags when I first started out. I had no idea what to do there. Wade has been awesome. He's been so he's a really nice guy. Like, he's you take someone and you think, yeah, that's a really nice person. Times it by 10, that's him. He's ridiculously awesome. And I've been on a couple of Minecraft streams. By the way, Vox Populi, I'll put a link to it down in the description. If you play Minecraft at all, check out Vox Populi. They're amazing. The mods are great, and it's just a lot of fun. Def has been great. We've been playing a lot of Rust together off camera. He's also just been great to talk to. He's hilarious. Krism for letting me on the streams. Like, I've had so much fun on those streams. Even just modding the streams have been so much fun. If you don't watch Krism's streams for whatever reason, I'll once again put a link in the description below. Go do it. Another one I wanted to thank is Dave. I haven't actually done a video with him, but I've done streams with him, mostly Minecraft. He's an awesome guy as well. I've been talking with him a lot more off camera. And yeah, he's someone you also should check out. He's got some awesome videos up. But yeah, and then Andy has been great as well. He's going to be starting a YouTube channel soon. He's an awesome guy. You guys need to check out his channel once it's up. We'll probably be doing a bit of Sanctum too, if any of you know that game. We're going to try and do some more interesting things than just running through the game. As I said, you probably know a lot of these people, or all of these people, because I'm very sure that the majority, if not all of my fans have come from them, and them tweeting me out and that sort of thing. And they've just been so awesome to help me get this far already. It's just so ridiculous. Future plans. I have a lot of them. I have been thinking about a lot of this stuff for a while, and it's just been it's all been bottled up in my head, really. I've spewed a lot of it out on Twitter, which, by the way, you should follow me on Twitter. I do say a lot about what's going on, what videos are going up when. I try to talk to as many people as possible. It's starting to get to the stage where back and forths are hard if I don't keep on top of it. So I am trying to keep on top of it. There's just a lot of people tweeting at me now. One thing, I'm going to be starting my horror finally. I'm starting off with Cursed Forest. I've been suggested it by Entwin and a couple of other people now. So that should be happening tonight. I'm going to leave the setup I've got now. This isn't a normal setup. I've actually got my phone stuck on top of a bunch of like game cases, which is not good. I'm going to be saving up for a webcam, but tonight, since I've got this set up as is, I'm going to be recording Facecam for the Cursed Forest. Cross fingers I can get it to run properly. I've heard there's some issues sometimes, but hopefully that'll go well. I also want to do single player Let's Plays. I've been thinking about this a lot, and one thing that just sort of came to me recently is everyone's doing Dark Souls 2. Everyone's doing Dark Souls 2. Everyone's doing well, not everyone, but a lot of people are doing Titanfall, but everyone's doing Dark Souls 2. And I remembered I haven't really played Dark Souls 1. I played a little bit of it a long time ago. I've forgotten basically everything I learnt then. So I thought, you know what, that's a great first place to start. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a Let's Play of Dark Souls 1. And you guys will get to watch me die a lot. I have tons of Gmod on the way. Town of Salem, I've got a couple more episodes of that. It's been a lot of fun to do. You guys seem to really like it, so I'm going to try and do as many more of them as possible. But yeah, mostly I've got Rust, Rust Season 2. You may have seen my series. Unfortunately, the Hunger Games episode, the one at the end, the audio got corrupted, which sucks. I don't know exactly how it happened, but I'll do my best to avoid it in the future. So that may not happen. I might just upload it with music, depending on what people want. But for the most part, it's unfortunate that that's not going to be going up. But I have a new Rust series going up. You may have seen Wade's first episode. I think a couple of other people have posted. I think D-Live's posted by now. I don't know who's posted what by the time this goes up, because this is going to be going up when I hit 3K, not when I record it. By the way, guys, I've got to say, I love my fans so far. You guys are so awesome. I don't think I've had any problems with pretty much any of you. It's been great. You're all very civil. You're very funny. You talk a lot, which is nice. And yeah, it's just been great. I haven't had any problems with people yet, which is just so good. Now, Q&A time. So I asked you guys to tweet at me with the AskTestTube hashtag, and to get some frequently asked questions and stuff like that out. And I got a lot of good frequently asked questions. And I got a couple questions I just want to answer because, you know, they're there. They're good questions, but only like one or two people ask them. In which case, if it's one person I've actually included who asked it, what made me want to start YouTube? Well, I've always loved videos, making movies. I've been a big actor. I've been in a lot of stage shows, been in a couple of friends' movies, even been in a full feature-length movie which is up online, which I'll put a link in the description below. How did I get my name? Okay, well, first of all, I'll start by explaining Tesh. Basically, I am a big fan of Egyptian mythology. I used to roll with Anubis as a common name online. Then it became Seth or Satesh, which you may see where this is going. Satesh became Setesh, and then I removed Set and just became Tesh. And that's kind of just become my thing. People would always call me Tesh when I put Setesh. It just was the normal thing for people to say, and then I started realizing, you know, that's actually a pretty good name, so I'll just choose Tesh. Okay, how did I meet everyone? This is the one that a lot of people have asked. Like, how did I meet How did I meet Binks? How did I meet D-Live? How did I meet Entwin? How did I meet Wade? And so on and so forth. Well, quite simply, fucking lucky. That's what it was. I just got really fucking lucky. I was watching a stream of Nether. The stream had Mix, D-Live, Necro, Mathis. Yeah, Mathis. And I was like, hey, this game actually looks really cool. So I thought, you know, why not buy it? So I did. So yeah, a couple days later, I got on playing, wasn't doing too well, decided, you know what, I'm going to change server. This one isn't doing it for me. So I changed server, go into a building, find a baseball bat, you know, the usual thing. Not armed at all, other than the baseball bat, and I see someone in the distance running at me. So I hide. I then hear this person yelling at me to come out. I then start going over voice chat. I'm harmless. I've just got a baseball bat. Please don't kill me. He asked me to come into plain sight. I go into plain sight. He asked if I've got anyone else on the server that I'm friends with. I say no. I've just joined the server. He says, oh, okay, you want to roll with me for a bit? I said, yeah. That turned out to be Om. I didn't realize it was Om at first. I honestly thought maybe it was someone pretending to be Om. But then we went back to a safe zone, got geared up, met D-Live and Ento, and at that point I was like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. Then a couple of days later I saw they were online in Nether again, so I thought, you know, why not see if I can join up with them again, you never know. This time I ran into Minx first, at which point I thought, yeah, I'm gonna fucking die. But luckily enough, dumping all of my items in front of Minx stopped her from killing me. And then I gave her a battle axe later, which I think helped a little bit. But yeah, so I rolled with them for a while. You may have seen me in a couple of those videos. I had a lot of fun. And then I run into them again in Rust. Then I just started playing more Rust with them, and here I am. It just kind of happened. Which is awesome. Okay. What kind of editing programs do I use, or recording programs? Recording? Bandicam. I love Bandicam. I had a couple of issues with it to begin with. There were errors on my part, being like, I don't need a manual, I've got this. Yeah, you need to look up how to do it and make sure you do it in the right codecs. But yeah, after getting that sorted out, now I'm recording in the right codecs. It's been great. I haven't had any problems with it at all. If it does crash and something does corrupt, it's even got a nice nifty tool that's like, hey, this was corrupted. Do you want me to fix it? And it fixes it, which is awesome. I use Sony Vegas Pro to edit. I use 12 Sony Vegas Pro. I've got it open here. Sorry, that's why I had to check. Yeah, Sony Vegas Pro 12. I use Audacity to record my audio. Because, yeah, I was an idiot early on and didn't do that, and you guys saw the result was very loud or very quiet me, and it made things annoying. Favorite YouTubers? Well, I've met a ton of them now, which is ridiculously awesome. I'll put favorite YouTubers that I haven't met yet. CNannas. I started watching CNannas videos a long time ago, and he's part of the reason why I originally wanted to do YouTube, because he just looked like he was having so much fun. It's just something he does really, really well. He looks like he's having so much fun while he does it, and that enthusiasm just carries over and makes the videos much more enjoyable. It's just ridiculously awesome. Yeah, CNannas. Another one would be Gopher. Not as many people, I imagine, would know Gopher, mostly because the crowd that normally watch Gopher are the Elder Scrolls crowd, the Fallout crowd, the modding scene for those mainly. He is best known for doing Skyrim Mod Sanctuary on the Skyrim Nexus, which if you've done any modding for Skyrim, you'll know about. But yeah, but he's recently, I say recently, it was actually a little while ago, early last year, maybe late the year before. But yeah, he started doing Let's Plays, and his Let's Plays are so entertaining, because he writes a story. He doesn't just do a Let's Play as a person playing a game. He just puts so much into it that you don't see many people do in Let's Plays, which I really envy and wish I could do it as well as he could. But yeah, so Gopher is definitely someone that I would say check out if you have any interest in those games, and his Let's Plays are very entertaining. Goals with YouTube. I love doing this. It's ridiculous. It's been a month and a half, a little bit over a month and a half now, and I've enjoyed every second of it. The only problem is, I'm balancing this, university, work. I only volunteer at the moment, but still work. And just having to balance all of this stuff is pretty hard. If I could do YouTube to the point where I could support myself without having to worry about everything else, and I could just focus on YouTube, At that point, I'd be happy. I'd have achieved my goal. Just because I'd be able to continue doing YouTube. That's the biggest thing. My goal is to be able to continue doing YouTube for as long as possible because I love it. Age 22. I'm going to be turning 23 in under a month now, which is ridiculous. It's April 9th. Work. I volunteer at a community center teaching people how to use computers. Before you say anything, not entirely selfless. I was stuck in the no experience, need experience to get experience loop, and as such, I needed experience. So that's why I volunteered for it. That being said, I am thoroughly enjoying it so far. Uni. I'm studying computing multimedia, which is a mix of programming, digital media, web design, that sort of stuff. IT, and I'm loving it. So now we're past most of the serious questions. There are a couple more in the personal questions section, which I'll get to that in a minute. But we're past the serious questions for the most part. First one, do you have a girlfriend? No. Favorite food? Carbonara, type of pasta. Favorite color? Green. Now we're on to the personal questions section. These are questions that may have been asked once, but I found interesting enough that I wanted to put up, in which case I will attempt to say your Twitter handle. I apologize in advance. If you had over 1 million subs, would the channel change at all? If so, what would you change? Probably not a lot. If I had that many subs, I would probably do a lot more editing because I'd have a lot more time to do editing. I'd be able to focus on YouTube a lot more, and I'd get more montages out. I'd just generally put a lot more time into YouTube than I do now. How did I not notice this when I was jotting it down? At Foxtrot44, hi Molly. Will you ever come to a con in America? Will I ever come to a convention in America? I would love to. Money is a thing that I do not have. If I ever get enough money saved up to go to a con in America, I would love to. I've always wanted to go to, even just like Comic-Con. I would love to go to Comic-Con. I'd love to go to PAX. I'd love to go to... there's so many I'd want to go to. But money is a thing I do not have. And as such, I will not be doing that anytime soon, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. At zombie_5SOS, dogs or cats? Why not both? Okay, here's a group of 4 questions from someone who I should have checked how to say their name before I tried recording. Oops. So at Nomilalinetia? Nomilalinetia. I apologize for butchering your name. It's in the doobly-doo here. It's right there. Okay. First question. How are you today? Doing pretty well. Thank you. Do you believe in friendship between girls and boys? Yes. A lot of my best friends are girls. I don't see why it's a thing that's like, they're friends, they get along really well. Clearly, they must have a thing for each other. No. They're friends, they can get along as friends. Third question. Would you rather travel around the world or in one place but in different times, like going into the past or the future? Time travel. Is that really a question? I would go to the future. Love sci-fi. Fourth question. Would you rather die of hunger or cold? Cold. You fall asleep. I imagine hunger is none too pleasant. At Tintinland, best and worst thing with Australia. Best? People. There are a ton of awesome people down here. There's also a ton of assholes, but for the most part, there's a ton of awesome people down here. Especially if you go into country towns, everyone's really friendly, and it's just a lot of fun. Worst? The heat. Oh, good God, the heat. My city, Adelaide, was actually announced as the hottest city in the world a couple weeks back. Nope. I am very much a cold weather person, which is kind of stupid that I'm living in Australia. Oh well. And that's it for the questions. And yeah, so that mostly wraps up everything I want to do in the vlog. Okay, last thing I wanted to do real quick is a lot of people wanted to see my computer. Since I got a laptop, it's a little bit easier for me to do that, so I'm going to do that right now. Whoop. Oh, yes, that is a piano. Just a second. Okay, so this is my computer. This is Asus Republic of Gamers laptop. Uh, this thing is a beast. I'll put the specs below. I love it. I got it at a massive discount. I should not have this computer, but I do, and I'm happy for it. There's the pile of games I had the thing on before. Monsanto, it's awesome. A little sneak preview of what I was editing before I did this. Yes, that is murder. Moving on. Okay, this turned out a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I just ended up rambling a bit. But yeah, so hopefully you guys at least enjoyed a bit of this, learned a bit more about me. But yeah, this has just been such a ridiculous experience, and I have to thank each and every one of you for it. It's just, I'm so thankful. And just, yeah, don't ever stop trying to talk to me. I love it. I love doing the interactions back and forth, and I will keep doing them as long as possible, and just, yeah.